Relationships in pop culture, especially romantic ones, tend to be idealized. So because of that, it often sets us up for unrealistic expectations, unfortunately. Hi, my name is Omar Torres. I'm a licensed clinical social worker in New York, and today we're going to be talking about some of the most influential romances in TV and movies and how they impact relationships today.
Ross, you had sex with another woman.
I thought we were broken up.
We were on a break.
That, for all I knew, could last forever. That, to me, is a break up.
In their relationship, they broke up and got together a lot.
Miss, isn't there any way that you can just let me off the...
No! No! Oh, my God. Did she get off the plane? Did she get off the plane?
I got off the plane.
You really want to make sure that anytime you get back together with an ex, if that's what you decide, that it feels like a brand new relationship. The last thing you want to do is bring baggage from, round one, round two, round three into the current relationship. I think that's going to set the both of you up for conflict and not healthy conflict.
You're flying.
Jack and Rose. It is the quintessential, you meet someone and it's like a life-changing, life-altering love. And it's a young love, and it doesn't get the time that you wish it did get to flourish. Not all love is meant to stick around all that long, to be honest with you. And that's okay. As long as there's something that you can take away from it, it's still really, really significant. And sometimes one of the greatest things that you can do for a loved one is to let them go, which is sort of how I interpret this scene. She had to let him go, literally, otherwise she would die. So hopefully that's not the case in your relationship, but sometimes the best thing that you can do for your beloved, for yourself, for the relationship, is to say goodbye.
Look, I don't care if you don't want to talk to me or not, but please get up and fix my breakfast. I need my strength. Lucy, you gonna fix my breakfast or not? What do you want me to do, starve to death? Would you, please?
So here we see a pretty explicit example of gender roles with Ricardo essentially demanding that Lucy make him breakfast when he is up and dressed, so he can make the breakfast himself. But these were a sign of the times, so One thing that I find really interesting is Lucy's silent treatment. One of the questions that I'll ask someone when I notice them shut down is, what is the silence communicating? And in that moment, Lucy might say, I'm angry. And then I would have Ricky acknowledge and affirm the fact that she's angry and pissed off, and to talk about what can I do to help make a repair? Some people really do need a cool down period, and that may have been what Lucy needed, which is also perfectly healthy. However, Lucy would have to communicate that need to Ricky.
God damn it!
He's a dog. What's he supposed to do? All your lying around here.
My wouldn't be lying around if we weren't making room, because your is lying around.
You got more lying around than I got lying around.
What?
So that's one of my favorite scenes from that show, because it talks about how do two people join together and how do you negotiate the space that a relationship takes up in your life. What's important to realize in relationships is that this is all a process. This isn't something that happens overnight, and that negotiations and the rezoning of boundaries is something that, again, is like a puzzle piece. It's not something that you necessarily figure out right away.
Don't you ever just shut up?
I'm gonna take a walk.
The fact that at some point they knew this argument needed to stop because it was only escalating is like music to my ears.
Sorry.
So one of the things that I love about Harry Met Sally is that it's one of the few rom-coms of its time where the two protagonists meet and develop a friendship over decades before they ever get together. And one of the things that patients talk about in terms of meeting someone is that lightning strike, choir singing, fireworks, I know this is the one. Oftentimes relationships are a slow burn. Usually you meet someone and you simply ask yourself, do I want to see them one more time? And if the answer is yes, you see them one more time. And then you ask that question again. And eventually, you ask that question over months, and you find yourself saying, oh, yeah, like I'm in a relationship with this person, and I want to build a life with them. And oftentimes, that's how it works, and that's totally fine too. It's something that grows and develops over time.
What I'm saying is, and this is not a come on in any way, shape, or form, is that men and women can't be friends because the sex part always gets in the way.
Of course, they can be friends. I think what's important for the two individuals is to suss out friendship feelings and romantic feelings.
I was just afraid if you saw the kind of people I came from, you wouldn't want to be anywhere near me. See, that's where you're a dummy. I think about what you grew up with, and then I look at what you are. It makes me proud.
The reason why I particularly love this scene and this relationship is that Tara gives voice to something that I think a lot of us have going on in the back of our heads, which is, if I show you the worst parts of me, will you still love me? I love Willow's response. Instead of saying, how could you think that you know I love you? She says, listen, knowing where you're from makes me all the more proud of who you've become. And what a great way of saying, I accept all of you. I accept the parts of you that you don't like. I accept the parts of you that you're not thrilled with, because relationships aren't a la carte. I'm gonna choose this, I'm gonna like this, and the rest I don't really want. We're all super, super complicated. We all come from histories that sometimes we're not super proud of, and finding that person that says, hey, tell me everything there is to know about you, tell me about you, and I'll be here, is one of the most important messages that you can share in a romantic, in any relationship, actually. Ultimately, we all want to feel loved, we all want to feel connected, and don't be afraid of, your epic love story maybe being a unique one.